they can play like more of an Invoker style. Or Ember Spirit.
Ouch. Nothing on the courier anyway.
He has enough regen too. The 3 tangos left. He's not low HP. He doesn't need the courier right away.
N0tail getting caught out in the bottom lane, and will try to TP away. Not going to have an MVP. Just barely able to finish him off, and could be enough, as we're going to see JerAx. Going to catch out DuBu here. Is going to scout him going for that rune. He goes for the rune deny, but was it worth it? Sniper coming as well. All of a sudden, 4 heroes duking out at the top rune. On a quickly dropping low, though, has to run away. QO pressuring it back. They'll turn into JerAx. This early game shrapnel doing work, but still has the boots. Maybe can survive. No, Febby comes in, and a parade of MVP heroes enter the lane.
Well, that
means Noah Baden for this potential smoke gank as OG move in. They want a piece of QO. DuBu there with the stun, but already the disruption's been engaged with. Not sure how much it's going to help at this point. QO goes down. DuBu a bit late, and with Noah Baden, they're able to cleanly disengage so far.
To like a true carry because of how much they're kind of investing in. He is the top net worth hero as far as their 3 cores go.
Yeah, now the scary part here is we will see a skirmish in the jungle. So that's on Omni Flash onto JerAx. Velo tracking him down with the help of DuBu. Good pick off there for MVP. And as this fight could break out momentarily, S4 gonna try to initiate. He gets stunned by the Venge off the bat. Will they try to focus him down? Howl holds the mech. It's a crucial part of the team fight. Already they've committed the Omni Flash. Now the back goes the other way. Velo being forced back, purged and controlled. While meanwhile QO in the trees has been isolated. Sniper brought down. The Eclipse raining from above. The Lucid beams too much. Velo will be the 3rd, make it the 4th down. OG. Basically a creep wave and he'll have it.
The XP advantage is kind of crazy right now for OG. They have a 5,000 experience lead just because of how much MVP are 5 manning.
DuBu getting hounded here by Ana as he moves in, finds the bench, finds the kill to start the fight. That is the power of the Ion Shell plus Flame Guard, and now Velo purged. Will have to TP out. That leaves JerAx free to roam out of the back lines. So he gets away, Febby into the trees.
So Blink Dagger, but also we could just go farm our jungle, farm mid, and...
I mean, I don't really know if they can kill him. They're going to try for it, though. The swap, the Beatles as well.
Will, yeah.
Pretty quick burst damage, not even bothering with the mech. He will pop it at the final hour, but they have the damage, and they get the kill. Or bottom, but no, they're hunting for kills now. 2 hero crush almost available for JerAx, but they will TP out in time. He will find Febby. Febby does have borrow time, so this is going to be a bit of a nuisance to kill. Completely isolated, has no real help. Drops the shield, now the borrow time. JerAx still hounding him. Just staying in target. He wants that follow-up press to go for multiple kills, and S4's there with the Venge. Eclipse coming through. All of that just for the Venge thus far. Now the Remnant forward. Ana looking for a bit more. Gets on the backline. Tries to bring down that Abaddon will do so. But the physical damage is a lot. He's got a Remnant back. He barely gets away. Can QO right up the assassinate? He will. But it doesn't matter. Already the body has hit the floor. OG, they bit off more than they can chew. There's a buyback from the Abaddon. The kind of fight that MVP love to get, where they can chase you and isolate you and pick you off one by one. Now N0tail looking for the deny. Fly is solid. He won't get the neutral deny. It's 4 for MVP. Basically gifted to them by an over-aggressive OG dive, as well as behind the Luna, so there aren't too many easy pickoffs here. Going for the BKB, do you think they can actually find them? As I say that, JerAx going for the crush, then the TP out. Will FoREv the damage? He just does the mess. Drains him now with the Sakuchi, as well as the Geminate attack. Nice pick there. Nothing to worry about as far as ganks go. But there is a fight brewing now. N0tail's going to get caught out in the mid lane. Disruption to try and keep him alive a bit longer. N0tail too low to even bother with an Eclipse. He's down for the count. Now the stun on Fly. This is the kind of chaotic fight that MVP live for. Can Fly make it away? Looks like the Urn Charge should be enough to take that shot at him. Now the counter Urn Charge. A bit too late. He will fall. And S4-2 make it 3 just like that. No buyback on Luna. Instantly, MVP on a silver platter have been gifted.
They're just going to probably use the Glyph, but not their buyback here. This is a lot of damage. And even when you're back alive, it's a hard fight to win. It's MVP's BKB sniper.
Yeah, even just the level 1 Vengeance are still packs a punch, as OG will have the full complement of heroes and abilities ready to go now. Can they take the fight? That's the question. S4 smoked up, look for the blink back to get it started. He only finds Velo, who immediately Blade Furies. He'll survive. Now the Eclipse comes out. Febby gonna tank that up easily with the borrow time, and FoREv pumping damage into JerAx will bring down the Fishman. Now turning on to N0tail. Time lapses it off, dives a bit further. Fly, no disruption for a few seconds. There's the burst. The big dive's a 2-for-1 thus far. If FoREv can get the kill, it would be huge, but he's low, in danger. S4 blinking back to force that pesky bug away, and with a shield and a heal, he should survive. Ends up being a 2-for-1. DuBu will find Fly, who has a blink dagger, not going to easily be able to get away with it. Goes for the soul catcher. And he is going to use the Purge and Disruption on the Luna Illusions, almost dead to the Assassinate, but instead those Luna Illusions turning around, chewing through DuBu, will find the kill. Fly, a bit of style points there, makes it out, and will live to tell the tale.
So, no.
Got a Maelstrom on Sniper, you know?
They don't have the tools. That's why they want to keep going and end the game now. They pick up a Vlads on the Abaddon, they have Vlads, they have Drums, they have all these items to fight now, but the split push is constantly plaguing them, and it's going to lead to a jump pickoff.
Good pick there to the level 2 amplify damage. And Notel said it in the interview, he felt like MVP of one main way to play, and you know, while it is a very successful style in some scenarios, not something he would want to run every game, and despite some different picks, it's still the same overall look from MVP. You have to have a good start, need to keep the pressure up all game, whereas OG, much more of that taking time bomb style, and it seems to be paying off now as they will jump, assassinate DuBu, and then see you later. The way of MVP, take it a bit later, play it nice and slow, and they can start to pull ahead. As I say that, JerAx maybe gonna get caught here, does get isolated, assassinate, a feudal crush, down he goes.
They want
A nice pick, but again, look at the top lane.
He even blink dodges the sniper auto attack. That's like rubbing it in onto QO.
I don't need this blink dagger.
Yeah.
It's pretty though.
He's just like, okay, I'll back off, wait for you to defend the other lanes, then I'll start hitting your range tracks again. I need to be a little bit careful from QO's damage, but
I mean, he might be able to force that BKB up for free though.
MVP's defenses are split, and that's where Shadow Demon Illusions just destroy your base. One range track's down, now they'll get to work on the melee. At some point, MVP have to engage, and they're going to lose another range track. Honor's already taken
They might re-engage here with the Blade Fury committed by Velo. He's even going to Manta, and as you mentioned, that's now 2 range tracks down. A melee nearly finished off bottom. Leaded Hurricane Pike going to come, and finally MVP, they've had enough. They want to leave the base. They want to get aggressive. They're going for the wraparound, but is this going to be the wraparound of dreams that they so sorely need? Velo smoke, gonna break. There's a Dire Ward to scout this out. JerAx even thinking about going in. There is an Omni Slash at the ready. FoREv scrambling that way, but again, look at Ana up at the top lane, just easily bringing down the melee. Even if they win the fight, they're losing the war. MVP is death by 1,000 cuts. It appears to be the story of this game number 1.
One by one, they're being picked apart. Not the heroes, it's the buildings. Honor takes the rack and then gets out. He's overstepped.
I mean, honestly, probably worth it. They might go for a jump here in FoREv. They have the chain stud and burst to kill him if he's not careful. But to your point, Gods, I mean, let's not kid the viewers. They have to fuck up and they have to do it real bad.
Yeah,
it's at that point now where the gold graph doesn't even tell the tale. But it's actually OG finding the picks here, shredding FoREv on the Weaver. Quick assassination. Apparently Sniper working against his own team as they'll move on to Febby. Febby has to borrow time. MVP being forced back, just can't even get in range of the glaives. And when they do, they pay for it.
Now towers down, so you can just safely put the SE illusions, or you can do that.
So just gonna initiate immediately, borrow time from Febby as he tries to hang on through this. Velo will survive, but they've lost their Weavers. Gonna have to buy back, rejoin the fight. Velo low, the glaives continue to pursue. Febby now on the run, and that's it. MVP completely overrun by the OG Swarm come late game. Is Ana off with your head, little man, he says. We'll take care of QO. And OG is seeming very prepared. What a great Ember pick that was.
Yeah, it's something we kind of talked about while we were watching the draft. It's like, OG is one of those unusual teams. They chose second pick, and one of the views of second pick is you get that 10th pick of the draft, that last overall pick that cannot be counted, and they made it count. They last pick an Ember Spirit with no counters in the pool. Often, you look at your draft, you get that last ban, you're like, oh, we got no stuns, let's ban a Storm. You don't think about Ember. That came out of nowhere. That was a beautiful pick for OG's draft. I think the draft was always going to have problems even without